What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Kyle on the Call Sports. I'm Kyle Russo. On today's show, what I want to talk about is how NBA All-Star Damian Lillard is being shut down for the remainder of the season by the Portland Trailblazers. But before we get started, make sure to like this video, make sure to leave a comment down below, and of course, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Kyle on the Call Sports. Now, without further ado, let's get started. About a couple days ago, it was reported that Damian Lillard would be shut down for the remainder of the season by the Portland Trailblazers after dealing with some right calf tightness. This decision by the Portland Trailblazers not only happened because of Damian Lillard's injury, but because of the fact with only 10 games remaining in the season, the likelihood of the Portland Trailblazers making the playoffs was slim to none. I believe the Portland Trailblazers were the 13th seed in the Western Conference, which means there was little chance they were going to be able to make a playoff spot, let alone a play-in spot. In Damian Lillard's 11-year career, he's been a 7-time All-Star, a 6-time All-NBA player. He won the 2012-2013 NBA Rookie of the Year award. And in general, over the 11 years that he's spent with the Portland Trailblazers, he's been recognized as one of the best players in the NBA. However, with the Portland Trailblazers now missing the playoffs 2 consecutive years in a row, Damian Lillard being injured last year and dealing with some injury this year as well, the question now that is being asked by many is, will Damian Lillard be a Portland Trailblazer next season? And I think that's definitely a great question to be asked, especially over the last couple of years. We've seen the Portland Trailblazers kind of hit the reset button on the franchise, starting back to last year. We go back to last year's deadline in 2022, and the Portland Trailblazers traded away some of their best players, such as Robert Covington and Norman Powell, and then, of course, CJ McCollum, who we saw in 9 years with the Portland Trailblazers get traded to the New Orleans Pelicans at the deadline last year. And now this year at the deadline, the Portland Trailblazers traded away Josh Hart, who was one of the main pieces in that CJ McCollum trade with the New Orleans Pelicans last year. Unfortunately, this rebuilding of the franchise with the players in which the Portland Trailblazers have brought in have not worked thus far to win enough games and get the Portland Trailblazers back in playoff contention. And it's come at the expense of wasting some of Damian Lillard's best years in the NBA. In fact, this year alone, Damian Lillard had a career season. Only playing in 58 games, he averaged 32 points per game, 7.3 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, shooting 57% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, and 91% from the free throw line at the age of 32 years old, showing still that Damian Lillard is one of the best players in the NBA. Now, with this question, will Damian Lillard be a Portland Trailblazer next season? It's a loaded question because of the fact that Damian Lillard has been rumored to leave the Portland Trailblazers for what seems like now the last 3-4 years with the franchise. In his 11-year career with the Portland Trailblazers, they've made the playoffs 8 times. And in 2018-2019, the Portland Trailblazers made it to the Western Conference Finals, where they would be swept by the Golden State Warriors. But other than that, unfortunately, the Portland Trailblazers, with Damian Lillard, have not made many strong playoff pushes over the course of his tenure with the Trailblazers. Now, last offseason, Damian Lillard signed a 2-year extension worth $122 million to remain with the Portland Trailblazers, I believe, through the years 2025-2026. However, this July, he will be 33 years of age, and through the last couple years, Damian Lillard being a main trade target for contending NBA teams, it will definitely be an interesting offseason, especially because Damian Lillard is one of the remaining players that the Portland Trailblazers have not traded away to start the rebuilding process of their franchise. This offseason will be no different than any other over the course of the last couple years. There will be tremendous interest in Damian Lillard, and it will be up to him if he does want to be traded from the Portland Trailblazers and continue his NBA career with a different franchise. We've seen over the last couple years that Damian Lillard has been very vocal about his time with the Portland Trailblazers, saying that if he doesn't win a championship, he's more than happy if that means he gets to stay with Portland. But it's one thing to remain with the Portland Trailblazers and be competitive, make the playoffs, and compete for a championship, versus the state of which the Portland Trailblazers are at now, where they are not even making the playoffs. So this offseason will definitely be an interesting one, and only time will tell what the future of Damian Lillard with the Portland Trailblazers holds. My prediction is that Damian Lillard will request the trade now after missing the playoffs in back-to-back years, and he will continue his NBA career with a different franchise that gives him a better opportunity to pursue a championship. But that'll do it here from me today, here on Kyle on the Call Sports. I'm Kyle Russo. Damian Lillard has been shut down for the remainder of the season by the Portland Trailblazers. In 2023, will Damian Lillard be suiting up for another franchise? My guess is yes. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Make sure to like this video. And of course, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Kyle on the Call Sports. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video.